rocket, man, they talk about. I jump from star to star, I walk it out. Got one over here.
Gotcha, bitch.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Shibby here. We're playing some more Battlefield Hardline. This game really does have my attention because I am a huge Battlefield fan. That is essentially how my channel started, with Battlefield 2142, and we're back in it. So today's topics, first off, let's talk about battle pickups. Now, I think battle pickups on the actual battlefield on the map are balanced and strong and fun. However, with Hotwire, that you can spawn these strong weapons inside vehicles such as anti-air, a rocket. I picked up this MG36 out of the back of a squad car, so I guess that's possible too. I think once everyone has a ton of disposable income and everyone's rocking an RPG on Hotwire, it won't be a lot of fun. It'll just be kind of annoying that you'll just have to get in a car, maybe drive for just a little bit and just get instantly blown up, or someone will be camping you with an RPG like I could be doing right here. So something needs to be tweaked, and I'm curious what you guys think about that, because it just won't be fun at some point if everyone has these super strong weapons that'll basically just one-shot all the vehicles. So next up, let's talk about Hacker. Is it okay to hack in Battlefield, use some cheats? Well, if you are playing as the Hacker, which is like a pseudo commander, that is completely okay. You might be like, Shibby, you're talking about aimbot and hacks? No. So Hacker here, this is like Commander. You can clearly see this is the screen. I don't actually have a player. I can talk about the actual gameplay of a Hacker, but I do want to say that it is very viable to play Hacker and do well, and that you can score big points. So I really didn't want to show a ton of Hacker footage there because it's really just me clicking around kind of like an RTS. But I do want to show that it's viable, and it's from the 3 rounds I've played, it's not that bad. So I top scored, got MVP just as Hacker, and that's with people using potentially boost to boost up their score and all that. So it's entirely possible to have fun and do well. So definitely check it out, and just, yeah, try it out. Let me know what you think about that. Next up, we're going to be talking about the Cat. If you've had a chance to use the Cat or the counter-attack truck or vehicle, this would be similar to a Bearcat that a SWAT team would use in real life. That, because there's no tanks or really super heavy armor guys, or vehicles for that matter, I don't really know why I said guys there. I guess I was thinking battle pickups, that not everyone has RPGs yet, but maybe, you know, to the last point, once they do, this thing will be a lot weaker. But that was also on Hotwire, where everyone basically has a vehicle, so just something to chew over. But this is the closest thing you'll get to a tank or APC that will pretty much just destroy everything. The main reason I like this vehicle so much is because you can drive and shoot at the same time. This is something just like when I would play Bad Company 2 on Valparaiso, one of the awesome maps, and you had that APC, it would pretty much, the Bradley, it would pretty much just dominate. I could throw up some ridiculous scores because I would then know to position myself and where guys were, and it's positioning and putting yourself on angles and just being able to just take out people at range with these super, well, I wouldn't say super accurate, but fairly accurate weapons, and they're fairly strong because of the time to kill being very quick in this game. It's just an absolute monster. Especially if you have someone repairing you on the outside, you can really hold down a big portion of the map. So I highly suggest checking out this vehicle if you get a chance, because it is simply ridiculous because of armor really not being in this game, time to kill being very fast, and the fact that you can drive and position yourself for success is really important. The minigun on the transportation chopper is extremely strong because you have so many chances to hit the other target because it just sprays out so many rounds. You know, you will notice that my minigun will be sometimes just flipping out when I'm shooting. It'll be like aiming in a different direction or bobbing up and down. I don't know if that's something like a field of view thing that's weird, or it's a PC issue, or something that I've done with my graphics driver, which is the latest one. I don't really know, but if you guys have experienced this, let me know in the comments below, because I don't know if it's just me, or if I'm just really weird, or if my minigun has some kind of disease that I should not contract. But back to the minigun, it absolutely melts everything. It takes down infantry with ease. It takes down vehicles in Hotwire with ease. The time to kill, once again, being a huge factor here. That weapons that you can spit out a ton of damage, weapons with a very high RPM, such as like the K10 submachine gun, I think are extremely strong in this game. Now, you'll have other YouTubers talking about the M416 and other things like that, but I think I'm going to stick to more sniper rifles and just high RPM weapons because it's a little more fun for me. And also, I think they're just better in general because you can down people just instantly compared to something that's just like, just kind of the best overall, and you should use an angle grip and Cobra sight and use, you know, whatever as muzzle brake because it has no downsides. Like, that's fine, but I don't really know if I want to have that play style. Just really try hard, just go for the best of everything because I have done that before, and you know, I used to really care about stats, but now I'm just kind of over it. I want to play for fun, and that's something that while a lot of you might disagree with how Hardline was its own game when it should have been like DLC for Battlefield 4, I do agree with that, but you know, we're at the point now where, you know, we should be demanding more from our games, but the game's out, and what has been done is done, and that's kind of an example where the minigun was acting weird prior to me saying that, and you switch seats and go back to the gun and it should reset it. So I don't think there's any negative effects, but just something to realize. Now, next up, we're going to be talking about Blood Money, which is my second favorite game type. I was always looking for something, what can I play that's not Hotwire that will give me a pretty high cash per minute? Just because stuff like Crosshair and all that, like I talked about in my first video, there's fun, it's good to get a little gameplay variety, but because when you do the objective or get kills, the cash is so low, it's almost a waste of time. Like, you can be 5 times more efficient if you just play Hotwire and, you know, try to have fun, but also play the objective pretty heavily with driving the cars. And it's almost dumb not to play something else. So I'm like, all right, there has to be something. You know, maybe I can use some kind of kill boost or just you know, play the objective and also focus on kills and blood money. And that's kind of what I found, that if you stick around the cash pile, you can, one, collect cash, this is really great. Killing people with cash is awesome. If you have some kind of kill or objective boost, that really does help. So it's not completely comparable to Hotwire, but it's quite fun, and it's definitely more of an infantry battle versus vehicle on vehicle, which there are a bunch of vehicles in Blood Money, but definitely check it out. So we have more Blood Money footage here where I got a full sack of cash. You can check that out bottom right. See that I'm 10 out of 10 on that blue bar. The MAC-10, another example of a very high RPM weapon that can just down people because of the time to kill is so fast. And the points here are really not that bad. And I think 500, that's default score without using any boosts. And then just hop in a vehicle and get right back in the action. So I definitely recommend Blood Money if you're looking for something other than Hotwire that will still grant you a ton of points prior to other game modes kind of being tweaked and balanced a bit. My name is Shibby, thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll see you guys in a future video coming soon.